Alright, a couple things. On that packet, I want to remind you about on 14.9, the front of that packet, all 14 of those problems are what? Extra credit, and they're going to go on what? On a quiz grade. Okay. So that means 140 extra points on a quiz grade. Okay? So I said this last week. I'm going to say it again. It's due Wednesday. You must have all the work shown for all of it in order to get credit. Any questions on that? I'll be here again until about 3:45 again today. I've offered that every day last week and not one soul showed up. I'll say it again. I will be here until 3:45 again today. Again, nobody's been asking for help. Nobody's been texting, calling, Snapchatting, Instagramming, emailing. So, I just had you to look at your grades. Not too good, are they? And I had a good majority of you leave your test answers, like over half of the test blank. Blank. Didn't even attempt it. Didn't try it. Not quite sure why. The only thing that you should have even been surprised about were review questions. But I told you there'd be review questions on there, didn't I? Yeah, so we're going to go over these and I'm going to take them off. Hello? Reed has his in his hand. Reed, I just gave Reed his test. Hold on, I'm looking through my list right now. Well, I don't have James's test. Ask him what he did with it. Because I don't have it. Did he say he gave it to me? I don't have it in my second
I've been staring at you for like 10 minutes.
Alright, so here are your tests. Again. You'll notice Plug your phones on. Alright, so on the test, on the first page, hello? Okay. Yeah, okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Alright, so on the first page, the page that has, starts out by solve by factoring. Number 1 was already factored for you. All you had to do was do the opposite of x minus 3, which was 3, and 3x minus 2, which was 2 over 3. That one was already factored for you. Number 2 was one of the easy ones to factor. It was an n minus 5, n plus 1, which gave you a 5 and a negative 1. Number 3, you had to add b to the other side first. So you got 6b squared minus 17b plus 5. And then you had to multiply 6 times 5 to get the 30, and then find the factors of 30 to make it into the three-foot problem. Number 4, you had to bring out a GCF. So you brought up a GCF of n, and you were left with n plus 7. So your answers were 0 and negative 7. Number 5, there was one like that on the review. I did that one before you took your test. I did the GCF problem before you took your test on Thursday. If you were paying attention, there should have been no reason you missed number 4. Should have been no reason you missed number 1. Should have been no reason you missed number 2. 3 was a little bit more difficult, but we have done plenty of those problems. 5, 6, 7, and 8. I mean, honestly, guys, I don't know what to say. Half of you left these blank. One of the bigger things, you forgot the plus minus. I'm going to say this, especially while I'm recording right now, I'm going to bust some of you for cheating. 2 people right now that I know I'm going to bust for cheating, and one of them may not know that they're being cheated off of. So I'll say it again next time you take a test. Keep your paper covered. Number 5, all you have to do is subtract 6. Take the square root. Plus or minus 1. Number 6, add 5. Take the square root. Number 7, subtract 2. Divide by 25. Take the square root. Number 8, add 10. Divide by 3. Take the square root. I didn't make any of those hard. 9, 10, and 11. Every one of those should have been a dotted quadratic. Hardly any of you dotted them. Hardly any of you shaded them. All you had to do was put that in your calculator. Get the table straight from the calculator. Draw a graph. We didn't do that. 12 It's a factor by grouping problem. I just put one of them on there. Should have had plenty of those in your notes. 13 and 14, all you're doing, it amazes me, the stuff that y'all try to do. And I told you, even told you these were review problems. Number 13, all you do is combine like terms. 2b to the 4th minus 2b to the 4th. Those cancel out. 8b squared. There's nothing else to combine it with, so it's just 8b squared. You had -3 minus -2. Aaliyah, stop drawing. I saw enough drawing on your test. I don't need to see any more. So -3 minus -2 is -3 plus 2. So that was a minus 1. And then you had to minus the 6b. So your answer on number 13, and sadly only about 3 of you got this. 8b squared minus 6b minus 1. 14, you just had to add the like terms. 6x squared and 3x squared is 9x squared. Minus 8x plus a minus 4x, so minus 12x. And 6 plus 6 plus 12. You just had to add the like terms. 15 and 16, straightforward. 2 binomials, pull them out. Only about 5 of you knew how to do that. I put 13, 14, 15, and 16 on there thinking, oh, that's an easy 20 points. Well, wrong. That's just straightforward. 17, that is a line. That is not a quadratic. That is not a parabola. Again, all you had to do was type that in your calculator. And it graphed it for you. It gave you the points. I even made it so easy, I put it in slope-intercept form. All you had to do was put a dot at -4, because that's the B, that's the starting point. Use your slope and go up 8, right 3, there's your second point. That was it. That's all you had to do on that. Even if you didn't remember that, all you had to do was type in your calculator and get 2 points and graph it. It amazes me that about 3 of you knew how to graph that. That was it. That tells me you are not doing what you should be doing. That was another 5 points. I thought, well, that'll be an easy one. I'll just put it in slope-intercept form for it. Not so, not so. That last page, I'm amazed that you cannot type it into y equals and hit second graph to go to the table to fill out this table. Over 90% of you either didn't know how to do that or were too lazy to do that. Typing something in the calculator, hitting 2 buttons to get the table. What is the deal? What is the problem? What don't you understand, or do you just not care? I mean, really, and then some of you that got the table sure didn't graph the points. And I don't know if it's you just didn't care and you just slopped something down there, or if you truly do not know how to graph points. And if you don't, then that doesn't say a whole lot for Murphy Middle School. Because I'd be willing to bet if you were taught how to graph points since 5th grade, even if it was just in the first quadrant. I know you did that in 5th grade. I know you've graphed points in all 4 quadrants since 7th grade. I taught 7th grade. I know what was taught in 7th grade. And y'all didn't even graph the points correctly. You just slopped something down there. $35 to 40% of your EOC is right here. So if you don't know how to do this, then you better, when you're filling out those registration papers, I'm really not trying to be ugly, but you better put Math 1 down there again, because you're going to be taking it again. And again, I'm not trying to be ugly, I'm not trying to be a smart aleck, but if you do nothing like some of you are doing outside of these 4 walls, and given the effort that you're giving me inside these 4 walls, you're going to be taking Math 1 again. Which if that's what you want, then that's fine. That's great. You're doing a good job. I personally wouldn't want to be in Math 1 again. I wouldn't want to be in Math 1 with the 8th graders that are coming up next year. Guys, I don't know what else to do. How many of you honestly did the review? I mean, that's, you know, and if you did the review, then there should have been no reason why this front page was blank. No reason. Because you had 4 factorings on your review, you had 4 square roots on your review, you had inequalities on your review. I mean, all I did was go through and change the problems. That was it. And I told you I was going to add some review problems. But there is no way that you're going to pass the class with the effort you're giving. It's nothing personal. It doesn't mean I don't like you. It has nothing to do with that. But I will not send you to Math 2 if you don't know what you're doing in Math 1. I won't. So, I don't know what else to tell you. I've given you my phone number, you have my email, I've videoed the lessons, I do Google Classroom, I have the notes up there, you have my Snapchat, you have my Instagram. I told you every day last week I was going to be here till 3:45, 4 o'clock. So when your parents see your grades, and some of you already know I've started emailing and calling parents, I don't have anything to back up that says, I mean, honest to goodness, there might be one person sitting in this class right now that can say they're trying and they're still not getting it. Everybody else is not giving an effort. I have nothing to go to your parents, guardians, whatever, and say, yeah, they're just not. They're not getting it. They're giving me their best effort, and they're just not getting it. There's nobody in your life now. Absolutely nobody. And I'm really sorry. Oh, actually, I'm not sorry. I feel sorry for some of you because some of you are not going to be playing sports next semester. You're going to be ineligible. If you think that you're going to, get a license, you fail 2 courses, you're going to not get that license. You won't have them. So if nothing else, do something because you want to play football or basketball or volleyball or cheerleader or shooting or track or golf or whatever it is. Or because you want to drive. Maybe you're going to turn 16 pretty soon, or you want that permit, because it's not going to happen. I don't know what else to say. I've offered you redos. A couple of you are doing those. We did quizzes. Y'all quit doing the homework. Some of most of you. You just quit doing it. I've given you extra credit. Which I probably might get 5, maybe 5 Wednesday, maybe, unless something changes. And some of you aren't even paying attention to me right now. That's okay. But I'm just here to tell you, you will fail the course. Does anybody not understand that? Does anybody not understand that you will be taking this class again? I don't care how many times you failed middle school math and got passed on and got passed on and got to go to summer school and got passed on. It stops here. You will retake the course. And I've spoken to other teachers. Talked to Mr. Capehart, talked to Ms. Hayes. What's really bad is when you're failing health and PE, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. I don't know what else to do to help. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm trying to do. I can't force you to come get help. I can't force you to study. I can't force you to do the review. But just keep in mind, those choices you make right now will affect your future. So you better think long and hard when you take that pink sheet of paper home to your parents tonight or tomorrow, because they have to sign it. You might want to put down Math 1 again. It's going to happen. unless something drastic changes with some of your efforts and attitudes, it's gonna happen. Mom and Dad won't change it. They can't come take the test for you. Mr. Shields is not gonna change it. There's no money for summer school, I'll just tell you that. So, you know, this is where you're at. So you need to decide what you're gonna do. Are we gonna pass? Or are you gonna continue to do nothing and not try and fail? And that's where a lot of you are at. And I really do not think, and if anybody can tell me that that test was not what you had on that review, I'll change it. But was there anything on that test, besides the review problems that I told you were going to be on there, that was not exactly like the review? There was nothing on there. Absolutely nothing on there. I don't make out tests to try to fail you. All I did was take the test and the review and change the problems. And I added in the intervals and the end behavior on those three ones you had to correct. So does anybody have any questions? Those of you that, that tried it, that you have a question, have a question about something, we're worth 5 points each. It's real easy to grade when you're blank. Real easy to grade. Those are review problems. Some of you had a clue what was going on, the majority of you did not. But why would I put review problems on there? Because they're going to be on the test. You're going to have them on the EOC. That's the way it is. You still got to know it. What you learned in 5th grade, you still got to know in 8th grade. What you learned in 7th grade, you still got to know as a junior. Now, here's the deal on those tests. I'm going to allow you to redo the test, but it's not going to be that same test. And you're going to have to put forth some effort. You're going to have to come to 3 days due if you want to redo the test. And then you have to take the test after school. Your choice. You don't come to 3 days, you don't get to take the test. But I'm not going to waste my time, because it takes me about 3 to 4 hours to grade these tests. I'm not going to waste my time regrading tests, Natasha, when you're not listening to me and doing your registration right now. And you're not going to put any effort into it. Anybody have questions on that? You'll have until next Thursday to have that test taken. Next Thursday. You'll have to come to 3 days of tutoring where you will be with me doing math work. I'm going to go sit in detention over there or after school, whatever they call it, and do nothing. So if you want to come, that's your choice. If you don't want to come, that's your choice also. Everybody has choices. Everybody makes choices. I'm choosing to give you another chance. What you do with it is your business. So you have 3 days that you must come and do math work. Any questions on what's expected? If you don't want to redo it, that's fine. Your choice. Anybody have questions on that? They don't understand something I may have written. Whether I added points up correctly or not, whatever it was. The extra credit, again, I'll say it again, due Wednesday, 14.9, there's 14 questions, so that's 140 points if you go on a quiz. And it's not going to matter what quiz it goes on, because it all gets averaged up in one big thing. I don't care at all, they help you on those. Other questions? Yeah, sure. Which one? Number 3 on the factoring? Yeah. So number 3 has, is it this one, Shelby? Okay, so you had to factor this one. So the first thing you had to do was take that negative v, because when you're factoring, you got to get everything over to one side. So you got to add v to both sides. So plus v and plus v. And then you get 6v squared, and a negative 18 plus a 1 is a negative 17v plus 5. So you had to do that first. And this is kind of similar to what the extra credit is. So you do that. And you say, okay, this is one of those trinomials that has a 6 in front of it. You see? Has that 6 in front of the quadratic term. So we've got to say that 6 times 5 is 30. So one of the factors of 30 that will add to give us a negative 17, but multiply give us a positive 30, which is going to be this 2 and 15, but they both have to be negative. Okay? So we've got 6v squared minus 2v plus 15v plus 5 equals 0. So we group the first 2 and group the last 2. So we take out a 2v here, and we get 3v minus 1. We take out a 5 here. Wait a minute, I'll put plus right there. Let me change that. That's my fault. That should be a minus. Minus 15. So here, sorry. I was watching somebody sleep as usual, so when you take out, because that third term is negative, you got to take out a negative, so that'll be 3v minus 1 also. And then you write down what's in front of the parentheses, so 2v minus 5, 3v minus 1, and then you do the opposite, so you say 5 divided by 2, that's the opposite sign, and 1 divided by 3. And those are your 2 answers. Number 1? Well, there's not a whole lot to do because it's already factored for you. So it's already factored for you. You got a 0, so the opposite of that one is 3, and the opposite of that one is 2/3. That's it. Anybody else?
Yeah. 3 on the left page.
The graphing one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me turn my calculator on. So, let me clear everything out. So the first thing you would do is type it in there. So you'd have x squared minus 4x plus 4. And so you got it typed in there. And hit graph. And you have this. Okay, so you know that's a minimum because it's a low point, so you know it's a minimum. So we do second calculate the minimum, and we go to the left of it. So the left is going to be over here, right's going to be over here. So I'm going to move my cursor down to get close enough to it and hit enter, and then go to the right and hit enter, and then hit enter one more time to get your vertex. So 2, 0. Okay, so we're good there. All right, so on your vertex, or on that paper, I asked you, you had a chart over here with an X and a Y, and I said put your vertex in the middle, and then choose 2 points above it and 2 points below it, and fill in your table. So you just go back to that calculator and go to the table. Right, here's all your points. Down one more. But even on these that I gave you ones that were symmetric. So right there's 2, 0. So then we've got 1, 1, 0, 4, 3, 1, 4, 4. So if you notice, the points are symmetric, 0, 1, 4, 0, 1, 4. So I tried to make it easy there. So you graph those 4 points, or 5 points. This is what amazed me, people that just slap something on there. I had things like that for that. That looks nothing like what the graph is. But I had stuff like that. Amazing to me. But if you're graphing these points, you have your parabola there.
What happened on mine, I remember, because I was thinking that what matter with mine, if my points were all screwed up.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened when I hit my table on mine, it would give me all kind of screwed up numbers and stuff. I don't know what was wrong with it.
Is it working the one you have right now? If something like that happens on a test, let me know.
Okay.
Okay?
This was not doing it. I didn't know if there was something wrong with the calculator or not, but I think the calculator.
But it didn't do it on the first two?
No, the first two it did fine, but when I got to that last one, I put my numbers in, it was giving me.
It didn't work?
It gave me the numbers that were above the 2 0. It was 0, 4.
Yeah, you had like 30s and something, didn't you?
7 and 162.
Yeah, you had some, I remember yours. So if something like that happens, let me know. Or what you can always do, if anytime on your calculator, if something screwy's going on, you can reset your calculator right here in the memory. So go to second plus, and then you're going to hit reset. And then you'll just do number 1, and then you hit number 2. You just kind of follow the directions, and then it'll say it's cleared, and then go back and start over. Because anytime people bring me calculators and say this is not, that's what I do to it, is reset the memory. So, or something like that on the, like if it's a test in here with me, let me know.
Okay.
But if it's on an EOC, I can't help you. But as long as you know how to clear your memory, so you do second memory and then reset. You want me to finish it, or
You can, won't do fine.
would you need me to do it? If you don't, then
I think the rest of it.
okay. Anybody else? What caught me is all you did on that was second trace, second calculate to find the minimum, and it gave you that point, does it not? I mean, it gives you the minimum. But you couldn't do that, or if the point was 2, 0, you couldn't tell me that the axis of symmetry was x equals 2. How many times have I said that? It's the x part of that number. Where does it touch the y-axis? How many times have I said it's that number? So your y-intercept was 0, 4. Your x-intercept, all you do is go to the table, or you intersect it with that y equals 0 line. I mean, guys, this was easy stuff. I mean, pressing buttons on a calculator is not hard. Y'all play games every day. You do stuff on your phones every day. So I know you know how to use technology. It's just a matter of whether you want to know how to do it. Yeah.
I already got everything. I know how to do it. I just don't know what they should. I just forget, like, domain and range. Like, I got the graph and I had everything.
Did you get the y-intercepts and x-intercepts and axis of symmetry? Well, you got to study. That's it, y'all. You got to study. You got to go back and study. Somebody else had a question, I thought. Yeah. The domain, and I believe I've said this, the domain on every quadratic is always all real numbers. The domain here is always all real numbers because it never stops going this way, because the domain is the x's and it never stops going this way. If it keeps going up this way, then it's going left also. If it keeps going this way, then it's also going right that way. So the domain is all real numbers because that's the x. Of course, I mean, you had the, I didn't count off if anybody didn't do this in function or set notation. I didn't count off, but that's the way it should be written. The y's are the ranges. So what's this low point right here? And that y low point is 0. So it's just y is greater than, because it's going up. So it's greater than or equal to 0. So this part came from your vertex. And I've told you over and over, that vertex right there is very important. It gives you your axis of symmetry. It tells you about your range. It'll also tell you that's the x-intercept in this case. The y-intercept is always in the table. Wherever x is 0, that's just a matter of hitting 2 buttons. Second graph. And right there is your y-intercept. But, I mean, again, you got to study. You got to know going into it, this is what I got to do. I mean, y'all know all this other stuff. You know what to do on a certain play. You know how to play a certain note. You know how to navigate a game. You know how to get to Snapchat and do things. It's the same stuff. Knowing how to press some buttons, that's all it is. But, I mean, it's your choice, but you got to know it. Does anybody else have a question on it? Okay. So you can keep those. On your, you need that packet back out again, because now we're going to work on the word problems. So on the very back of the first page, the only 2 things we've done in this packet are the first page and then the one side of that back of it. So we're on those word problems. And